Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Friends from Work. I'm Tom, this is Sean, and on today's episode, we are going to be reviewing Transformers, Rise of the Beast?
Yes.
Rise of the Beast. Before we do that, do us a favor, leave a like right now, subscribe down below, follow us on TikTok and Instagram, links are on the screen and down below.
Oh, spoilers.
Dude, you had it perfect last time, and now you got bald guy Sean's really showing right now. But yeah, I'll start it off. It was decent. I will say, it came off a little pessimistic or not, downwards, but no, I was surprisingly entertained. I will say that.
I will say the same thing. People told me it was kind of whack, and I didn't have high hopes, but this one was definitely better than like the last four they've done.
1,000%.
The last four have just been like super plotless.
I would say.
Well, this one's like a reboot, I guess,
yeah.
and they're doing more of the traditional, like from the old cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Noah.
Yeah, Noah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Noah. I don't remember if he was an army soldier. I thought he was a cop or something. I can't remember. I didn't really. Transformers really wasn't my cartoon as a kid.
But yeah, no, this one was really surprised. I would say, I compared it to like, if it was like part of the first three, I'd rank it last.
It had vibes of the first one though. I thought it was like where they were introducing a new character. It was like they're introducing the Transformers again. It wasn't like the stupid thing. It was like cool. They're introducing his little brother or this other girl.
Yeah. I will say though, the dialogue a lot of times when I felt was doing emotional scenes, insanely corny. I don't know, it was insanely cringe.
All of it, everything Optimus says, he's like, "I'm gonna rip your spark out."
No, that's fine. Like that's whatever.
Well, I'm just saying, like that's just the vibe.
I was talking about
movie.
like the humans, like when Noah, little brother, was like, "You can do it." You said together. I'm like, "Shut up."
Yeah, hope team.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a kids movie, so I don't know.
It bothered me. Like it just every time the humans had like serious moments, I was like, God, I can't do it. Can't do it. Come on. You said we never lose. Well, now you lost. Shut up. I can't deal with it. That bothered me a lot.
Well, there was a lot of super corny parts.
Yeah.
But I thought there was some real authenticism to it too as well.
Good comedy, I will say.
Yeah, it was really funny at times. The mom, I think, is the voice of Miles' mom, and their mom does the voice of Miles' mom, and
that's her.
So that was like I was at the beginning. So right, she's only in the beginning of the movie too, but when she's
at the very end,
the very end. But she's doing in the beginning. She's doing. I'm like, what the? I'm like, who's that voice?
That's the not lieutenant, I think, from Dexter.
Dexter LaGuardia, right?
Yeah, LaGuardia.
Yeah. She looks younger in that than she did. She looked old in Dexter. I don't know. Like
I don't know. Maybe it was the lighting back then, different cameras and stuff. But yeah, no. And then also that black girl was
she's somebody's voice too, right?
No, she is why am I forgetting everyone's names? She's in Snowfall. Not Franklin's girl, but
yeah. Oh yeah, she is in Snowfall. She plays somebody's voice too.
What's her name? Do you remember her name? Tasha?
No, I can't remember.
Because it wasn't Franklin's girl, it was Franklin's friend's girl.
Yeah. I think it was Tasha.
Something like that. Tiana?
I thought it was Tasha. Maybe it was Tiana.
I don't know, something like that. There was a T name for sure.
She's from Disney too. She was in Disney as well.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know that.
She looks familiar.
But that's what I instantly recognized her from Snowfall, was because I just finished that. But yeah. Yeah, I saw it in theaters. I was like in and out of it. I fell asleep for like a certain part of it. It was like, I don't know. Because like I said, the dialogue was 50. What would I put it at? Majority of it was really corny. When it wasn't comedy, I would say the comedy was around me, like you said, a lot of the first one, a lot of good witty banter. Didn't feel weird. Pete Davidson was actually pretty good as Mirage. I'm not familiar with Transformers.
Mirage was good though. I'm not too familiar with the Transformers outside of the like Bumblebee, Optimus, and, like, the bad guys, but Mirage was good. He was and it didn't feel like, oh, this is our cash grab Pete Davidson name. It felt like it felt very suited. It didn't feel like I said, cash grabby or just like using his name for namesake type thing. It felt like it was properly casted. Who else? I was really confused about the different things. So like there are a few things I'm really confused about. So they like referenced Shia LaBeouf. He's like, I know you had one human who liked you to Bumblebee, or you had treated you well. You guys were good. But no, that's the old. There's an old Bumblebee movie, where like from the war or some shit. Like one of the Bumblebee movies is like a prequel to that. So they're not talking about Shia LaBeouf. They're talking about that girl from the Bumblebee movie.
Oh, yeah, that's a prequel?
Yeah, it's like
early. This is in 94.
Yeah, it's like before that. It's like in the 80s or something, or 70s
I didn't know
or
that.
something.
Like I said, I don't remember that.
Bumblebee gets like sent here first before Optimus gets here, or something like that. I can't remember. The movie's terrible, but Bumblebee, it's like the Bumblebee movie. That. Yeah, it's like before this. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I didn't know that. That makes sense then. All right, I thought it was Shia LaBeouf. Okay, then
no,
that clears up that. They should have, but what else?
Well, they were doing like some weird time stuff.
Yeah,
like
I wanted to bring that up. So like
the birds said they were like from their past and their future.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, what are they, like time travelers? Like
I don't know, because I
think they created them and they were like in the future, like they came back from the future to create them.
So so this is my question, is like, so those robot animals were the Maximums, right? Yeah, Maximums were there before Optimus Prime and them.
Yeah.
And then they got there, so they've just been chilling. They've all been chilling the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did Optimus get there?
They were like doing like a mission or something. Like that's what he says. Like I never should have went this far. They like crash landed on Earth.
Oh, okay.
Like a long time, like in the 80s or something, and that's how the Transformers start. Noah meets them, and then they come out of the. Like I said, Bumblebee helps. Like in his movie, it's some other shit, but like they like crash land on Earth.
Okay.
And they can't get back. I was like, and they can't get. They're on a ship or some. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't portal, but something. They can't get back. They like crash landed on Earth.
Okay, that makes sense.
And Optimus is like the leader of like a 6-man team.
Yeah,
he got him trapped there.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was really.
And then,
confused.
like I said, the Maximums, like from what I guessed, is like they're from they can like with the warp drive they can go through time and space. So that means technically the future of the past.
Because
so
he was named after the.
Yeah, so he said
Optimus.
like, and the bird said, "We're from your past and your future." So I'm assuming they're from the future, but they like came back to the past to create them.
The primal time.
Yeah, prime to create them or whatever. I
don't know. Because he was
they don't
Optimus
explain too
primal.
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, no, that was a little confusing. That was very fucking Terminator timeline.
They're just like retconning stuff because they've been doing so much like gibberish with the Transformers.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm glad they're like rebooting.
Yeah, that's fine. They need it. Like I said, they got a little too far. I thought the Shia LaBeouf one was good, where it's like him in the car and they do like world-saving missions. It's like
whatever.
Then they were like, no, it's Mark Wahlberg, and there's I don't know.
Yeah, what else you got to say?
No, I liked it. The soundtrack was amazing for 94, obviously, so it's like
the
peak of music.
Bumblebee, I'll say Bumblebee's comeback was good. I felt that.
Yeah.
When he was like, don't call it a comeback.
Yeah.
It felt,
There was really good music. When the car chase scene, I'm pretty sure they're playing Sabotage when they're doing the car chase scene. That was cool. That black dude, isn't he a rapper? Isn't he that dude that's like, I'll punch you in the what's that song? Where it's like a black dude and he's like,
the guy
don't try me, try Jesus or whatever.
I don't know. I couldn't.
Try me. It's like try me, don't try Jesus or something.
Shout out Jesus. Get him on the pod. We can review. What's that movie with Willem Dafoe?
Toby. Nig.
Oh, I know who you're talking. Yeah.
I said Nig. Well, I could say it. I'm half black, but I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
So
but I'm pretty sure that was him.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was. He was kind of funny.
Maybe that's why I was familiar.
But yeah, the soundtrack was really good. A lot of 90s, 80s stuff, Wu-Tang stuff like that. I really like that. I like the main character, the kid who played Noah. I thought it was cool. Yeah. I think they're in good hands because he's like an ex-soldier.
Yeah.
So it's not like Shia LaBeouf where it's just like some goofy kid.
Some kid, yeah.
And like they obviously end it where like the CIA or whoever.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that. I was waiting. I was holding off on that because I wanted to ask you about that.
I don't know what it's like CIA, whoever the hell they are.
Oh, you didn't see it.
What?
At the end.
What do you mean?
It wasn't. It was G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah. Well, did they say that for sure? Was it like
he flipped the card over? He was like G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh,
okay, fuck it. We'll talk about it now. I was like,
oh yeah, I read something about that too. Well, they're just two '90s things. They nothing. They're gonna make it work. Like
I guess
they're just those were the two. Both I was much more of a G.I. Joe fan than Transformers, but those were the two '90s biggest shows. So I'm assuming they're just trying to cash. This is gonna be a cash grab. Like
yeah.
Like the Rock, if they're gonna get the Rock again, I don't know. He's fucking shit up right now. The XFL's going down in flames. Black Adam ruined the DCU. Yeah. But I like the G.I. Joe movies. They got a lot of hate too, but like I watched them like with the grain of salt. Yeah, the second one's okay. The first one I did like, and people were rating that like the worst movie ever. Like I thought it was good.
As a kid, it's good because that with critics, and I know we are critics ourselves, but we're a little more open minded. But with like the true hardcore like movie critics, they'll look at kids movies very
like
harshly.
it's trying to win an Academy Award or something. But I thought G.I. Joe was really fun, and like Marlon Wayans was funny, Channing Tatum was goofy. Like I thought it was cool. So I'd be like I'm interested. I like The Rise of the Beast. Like I said, it was corny, but again, they're for kids. So half it'll be corny. They're for kids and adults. I hate when I say it's for kids too because it's a movie based on a show from my childhood, so obviously it's not for kids. Obviously they're playing on me liking it. But when they mess up,
they make the best of both worlds.
But when they mess up, they just hide behind it and go, "Oh, it's for kids." It's like Little Mermaid. Like, "Oh, we made Little Mermaid for kids." Yeah, you remade a movie from the '90s for fucking 2-year-olds that were born before the movie came out. Like, no, you did make it for kids. Like, you made it so parents would want to take their kids to go to the movie, but that's what they hide behind. Well, it's like, oh, well, if you didn't like it, well, it's not for you. You're not a kid. Like, what would you remake it for then?
Yeah, no. With this one, I don't know. There's really, I don't want to repeat myself. Yeah, the comedy was good. I don't know.
The action was good. It was a good Transformers movie. You want to go see robots fight and, you know what I mean?
Have a couple laughs.
You can take your kids and it'd be fun. Like, a mindless movie.
It's fun.
You can, like, go on your phone for 10 minutes at some point.
You ain't miss it.
Until the robots come back.
The dialogue does not matter.
The dialogue does not matter. It's basically just them making up fake scenarios where they're like, you guys have to do it instead of us because you're tiny and we're big.
It is.
It's like 3 different like missions where they're like, oh, well, you guys are tiny and we're big, so you got to do it. You're like, oh, that makes sense.
Makes sense. Actually, thank you for bringing that up. So they're like, oh, we can't go in there. We're trucks and cars and shit, right? To like the festival. Yeah. But then like the next scene, they're all parked cars in the middle of the fucking festival. But then, like it didn't make sense.
Or they're like fighting on the mountainside. You know it's like you couldn't fight on the mountainside, but you can't walk.
It made sense for like a van, Bumblebee, and the motorcycle be there. How the fuck did a semi truck squeezy on in like during a festival? Like no one noticed it, like or like not notice it. You could fit in, they just park right there casually. It didn't interrupt the fucking festival. Just our semi truck coming in. Like every other car made sense except Optimus Prime. Like it did not make sense at all. That's my tangent for that.
That was funny. Yeah,
it didn't make sense.
Yeah, the movie's just them thinking of reasons like, oh, yeah, well, Noah, you got to do it because you're a little person and we're big people. Like, and also the one thing I thought the movie was really good. I didn't like the end that they like put him in the suit.
I hated it.
I was just like, come on, the Transformers do that. Yeah. Like, what the hell? Like. He had his moment.
I was about to bring that up.
They it's cool when he gets his ass kicked and then the Transformers show up and save him. Yeah. Like, that's what they do. So that was kind of whack.
I was fine with him having that stupid little.
Yeah, the wrist thing was fine, but like the full on suit was still him saving.
I was confused though.
Him saving Optimus.
Mirage was like, oh, you have to take over, but then like it's a whole car, right? And,
that's what I'm saying. There's no making sense of it.
But I was expecting Mirage's head, all of Mirage is gone. I'm like, okay, he's like 5'8" to 6 foot. I don't know how big he is, but I assume he's not the same size and build as a Porsche. Yeah. So I was like, there has to be at least one tire.
Well, the robot did shoot him, so maybe some of his parts fell off.
I don't know. But it didn't make sense.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm in a cool suit now. I didn't like that I thought Bumblebee should have saved Optimus. Yeah. I don't know. That part was cool, or that part I didn't like, but the stuff before that when they're crawling through the tunnel for no reason. They crawl through those tunnels just to pop up right in front.
Yeah, I fell asleep
right on the bed.
Yeah. I woke up.
They're like, all right, you guys got to crawl through these tunnels and put the code in this thing. And the computer's on the battlefield. It's why don't you just jump on Optimus' shoulder and run over there?
Yeah, no, I didn't like the suit at all.
Yeah, it's
it
a
felt
bunch of
weird.
silly reasons for you guys are little. You go with these pipes and we'll fight.
But now you can fight robots. They teach that in the Army, robot fighting.
Yeah, he just knows how to use the suit
that bothered me so much. That bothered me. I will agree with that. They should. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have much.
It wasn't not much to critique. It's just popular, so we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty mindless movie. I'll give it a 5. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I probably won't watch it again unless
you can wait for this to run.
Yeah, wait, but it's not a huge waste of time. It's all right. If you like the Transformers, you'll like it. If you like Transformers 1 or 2 or 3,
you like the original ones. Yeah, it's very similar.
It's a cool new character. They're going back to the old 80s things.
90s.
Or 90s, yeah. Well, it was an 80s cartoon. I think the cartoon came out in the 80s.
Yeah, 70s, because Goldberg's referenced it a lot. 70s, 80s.
But
it was 80s, yeah.
Yeah, they go back to rebooting it, and it seems like it's in a good direction. I'll probably see the next one. I might not be in such a rush unless we're going to critique it, but
We'll see how this video does.
Yeah.
We'll let you know if we review the sequel or not. Oh,
right,
yeah. I give it 5. I'll do 4.8. 4.8, 5.2 between that. The serious, anytime it wasn't funny or action, the dialogue was just straight cornball. Like, I couldn't do it. Every time the little kid talked to motivate the brother who's getting shot at by 7 robots on a battlefield, you can do it. Oh, we're losing, man. How about you not die? Like, I don't know. None of it worked for me. I will say they did cover up one plot hole. I thought it was going to be a plot hole when they're like, I was like, oh, so, because they mentioned like, oh, they can't afford anything. They're poor, so they referenced that. I was like, oh, so now that he saves the world, he can afford everything. Like, it didn't make sense to me, but then they fixed it. Like, Pete Davidson or Mirage was like, oh, well, you can sell me, and then you'll make your money. That makes sense. And then G.I. Joe, I mean, that was a fucking, what is it called? Plot armor. Oh, G.I. Joe's here to cover everything for you. But the original part's like, oh, you can sell me. That made sense. I will say that. They did say that.
Well, that happened in the first one, too, didn't it? Like, Shia LaBeouf was like, they gave him the Medal of Honor, and they were like looking out for him, helped him get into school. And
I legit cannot remember. Yeah, it's been over a decade.
Not the G.I. Joes, but the government was helping him.
Yeah, the government was. I can't. I know the government was involved. I just can't remember.
I mean, they don't go in detail about like, oh yeah, we're paying your school. It just, I feel like it was implied.
They just said something, whatever. But yeah, a little quick episode for you guys. Like I said, sometimes it'll be short, sometimes it'll be long. It depends how it is. But yeah. That is it for this episode, guys. Before you head out, do us a favor, leave a like right now. Subscribe down below. Also, comment what you thought of Transformers if you've seen it. What should we review next? All that other good stuff. Other than that, I'm Tom. This is Sean, and we'll see you guys next episode. Take care.